Okay, after seemingly ages of waiting, Doctor Who is back. We'll talk about it in just a second. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and with the beginning of the FLUX season of Doctor Who, we have a wonderful opening. It's very action-packed. It looks more like a James Bond before the credits scene than Doctor Who, but still exciting nonetheless. And uses a number of tricks that they've used before, where the TARDIS is able to rescue them at the last minute. That's something that has nothing to do with the story, but kind of a nice touch right at the beginning. We meet our new character, Dan, in Liverpool, and somebody over in the UK needs to explain to me what the stereotypes are between Yorkshire and Liverpool, because there seemed to be an initial playful exchange between Dan and Yaz. Kind of interesting there if I knew more about it. We have something that's been going on for the last 200 years in Liverpool. There is something that has been going on for millennia, and this bad guy who we have not encountered before, and the Doctor has not encountered before apparently, has escaped. It's a good beginning to most Doctor Who adventures where you have someone he hasn't dealt with, or she hasn't dealt with in this case, escaping and creating havoc. And the havoc is the FLUX. The FLUX is kind of a universal hurricane that eradicates everything in sight. And this is going to be the overall story arc in the 6 episodes of this season. This season, as we mentioned before, will have 6 episodes that will all be on the same story, and basically a 6-part, 6-hour story. And then there will be some specials, I think 3 of them, that will dot through the year. At any rate, we meet some new characters. Calvinista, who apparently the Doctor has dealt with before, a member of the Lupar race or species. We see some weeping angels. We see some Sontarans that we don't have any connection for just yet, but these things are probably going to tie together eventually. We have a number of things that you're accustomed to in previous Doctor Who, where you take out the mallet to make the TARDIS work a little better, the cloister bell when there is something that is imminent danger, and of course a cliffhanger, as you might expect at the end of this. Now, without going into incredible detail of the plot, if you haven't seen it yet, please see it, because it is something that if they had started the series like this, I think would have been a much better showcase for the Doctor. She is able to act and react as we've seen previous Doctors do, and the scope of the crisis is big, and it's something that the show has needed for some time. They've been telling a lot of little stories, and a little story is good to tell from time to time, but you have to kind of alternate it between the universes going away stories and the we change the life of one person kind of story. And in this case, this whole arc is going to be on an end of the universe story. So as many times as the Doctor has saved the universe, they've never done it quite this way before. There are new, not companions, but there are people and races that are going to be helping along, as well as those that have joined forces with the forces of evil. So it looks like that it's going to be action-packed. It's going to have most of the villains that we're accustomed to in this season, and it's gotten off to a very good start. It's just set the stage, so we kind of know who our new character Dan is and how he got into the acquaintance of the Doctor. We know about the new big bad, although we don't know much about him just yet, except that he's been around for some millennia in captivity. And then we are seeing some of our old alien friends, the Centaurans, have a new makeup job. They look a little more menacing than they have before. After the years with Drax, that is something that needed to be addressed, because they had become kind of too friendly, kind of like the Ferengi in Star Trek. They went from villains to friends to villains again, and that's what they're doing with the Sontaran here. So with that, we see a number of characters that are going to be coming in and out of the various episodes. We have a number of the traditional adversaries that will be coming in and out of these episodes, and my guess is that it will all, of course, tie together into one either overarching plot, or somehow all of them will get together to help resolve the situation. We'll have to see, and it was a good start to it. I think that even if you haven't liked the Chris Chibnall era so far, this one won't change your mind on anything that you've seen so far, but I think that you'll enjoy this. So that's Doctor Who for this time. We will continue to follow these shows, and pretty soon we'll have Star Trek Discovery coming back. We also, the Orville, so we're looking forward to all of these things, and we'll be reviewing all of these things. So stay with us, subscribe right now, and ring the bell so you know when the next video is coming your way. We'll probably have more than one a week in order to keep up with the volume of the programs that are coming out right now. So we hope that you can stay with us and join in the conversation below. So until next time, don't go far.